Alright guys, welcome. This little guy adjusted. Here we go. Alright, we're going to go through quick and easy power leveling your provisioning. Now, before the video, I've already collected all of the necessary recipes, one of each level. So the strategy is pretty simple after that. All you have to have is some skill points and some mats set aside. You see we have 34 skill points here. So we're at level 1. When we hit 20, we're going to be, or sorry, when we hit 10, we're going to be able to go up to blue recipes, and that's going to make an amazing difference. So right now it's just sitting here at 5, not doing anything. Alright, like I said, options. We've already learned all of the necessary recipes, so we're going to go ahead and put skills here, and we're just going to do this quick. Now, the first level, when you're at level 1 in your skills, right here, you can make up to level 19. So you're wasting your mats if you're making level 1, level 5, level 10, like this. Alright, so green level 15, that's what you start out with. As soon as we hit 10, we'll be able to jump to blue. And it's all downhill from there. It's a very quick process. I'm going to turn the sound back on here in just a second. Right now we're on music only with the sound effects off. Sometimes that's just the way I like to run the dungeons. Alright, audio. And the reason we stopped in the first place is into here. Alright, now we can do blue. Now blue level 15. We've got a few choices. I'm going to see what I can make the most of. Looks like it's going to be this guy. Alright, that one it is. Alright, so let's take a look at the bar down at the bottom right. And this is what a green is giving us. This is what the blue is giving us. Wrong button. There we go. Alright, now we're just going to keep mashing square until we get to level 20. Put another skill point in. And we're just going to keep doing that until we hit 50. That's really the whole process. You'll notice the only thing of importance here is that as you put another skill point in here, right now it says up to level 19. So the next skill point we put in here is going to go to level 29. That's going to let you make 20 and 25. But just like right now, we're doing 15 instead of 1, 5, or 10. Once we put that skill point in, we don't want a level 20. That's going to give us less XP, less insight than a level 25. So you can continue to watch this if you like. See exactly how long it takes. Other than that, there's not much else to see here. if you're planning on using this character as your main crafter, you're going to want to put the skill points into the passives that let you make 4 at a time. But unless you just have tons of skill points laying around that you don't care about, you know, you're probably going to want to stick to just one crafter until you have the extra points. But those extra points are supposedly going to make a difference in Homestead RNG for getting your hands on those Master Writs. And the last one here. Now we can make level 29. See, this is level 20. And that might be the level I couldn't get my hands on, the 25. It's unfortunate. But, oh well. Just do what we gotta do, push through it. I've been collecting recipes for a little while, but the good ones ended up on characters that were more important than this one. Now you can see, once we hit 25, how much insight XP we're getting out of each one really dropped. It really wants you in that 25. And you really don't want to be using foods that are under your level anyway. it's just moving slower and slower. That's getting painful to watch. But look at how many we're making here. Oh, we're getting close to 100. It's going to be interesting to see. Let's see here. Alright, so it took 65 of the level 15, 87 of the level 20. It's going to be kind of interesting to see what comes next once we get back on a 5 recipe instead of a 0. So just to see the difference, let's take a look at how much we get from one of these. Ooh, man, that hurts. Versus a 35. That's a big difference. And versus a 35 green. Or blue. Not really sure that makes any difference at all. But I have a lot more of this met, so we're going to stick to this one. Now, this does seem tedious, but this is the fastest one out of all of the crafting. Even faster than alchemy, if you're stopping to discover the traits. And I think it jumps through levels faster too. But after that, enchanting is really tedious. Wood, metal, cloth, they can be tedious. Depends on the way you go at it, what strategy you decide to go with. If you're leveling more than one crafter, you can make the enchantments on one character and decon them on a different one, and you'll get the same XP as if a different person made them. But if you make them on the same character, you break them down on, you're going to get almost nothing for the breakdown. Tell you what, you're doing this on 12 characters, you're going to be glad you stop and grab everything. Every sack, barrel, crate, node, heavy sack, normal sack. was hoping maybe there was a 30 in there so we could see the difference between 30 and 35. And just for the hell of it, I'm curious. What will this do? Since it's level 1, it will do what a level 1 does. Okay. Almost nothing, even though the food itself is self-leveling. This is a time to experiment, you know, see how the system works. You're gonna throw all this shit away anyway. After it's all done, we'll pull out the merchant, dump it all, see what the grand total is. And we can see the difference, now that we're there, finally, between using the level 0 and the level 5. Upgraded at rank 50. Okay. Yeah, so let's see. So we started with the 15. Okay, so to get from 10 to 20, it took 65. Zero level food, the 20 instead of the 25, it took 88 to get from 20 to 30. And then going up another level, from 30 to 40, it only took 79, even though we went up a level, and it's going to take more. So, it's definitely a savings in your mats. Alright. So that's how much 35 gives us. Let's see what we get with 45. Looks like a little less than twice as much. Maybe right on twice as much. This is where having the right mats is going to be really important. Or the right recipes. Sometimes you might have to hunt around for the right recipe. You know, you might get a 5 level, but it's the particular ingredients that it calls for, you might be a little short on that. So, one of the things you'll find, other than these, is there's a ton of different recipes at every level that all do the same thing, that just take different ingredients. exactly the same thing. If you, they just have different names because they're different recipes. It's really not a big deal to use one or the other. Whether, you know, crafting it for points or using it in your actual gaming. Just do try to stick to one. They stack up to 100 in a stack, so you don't want 5 different things in your inventory that all do the same thing. Double check. That does say X provisioning rank unlocked at 50. Okay. So I guess I'll just dump the next 2 skill points in. That's a little bit different than Alchemy, because Alchemy it was like 45 and then 48 and then 50. They spread it out some. So kind of looks like when they changed over to the champion point system with this, they just sort of say, yeah, screw it. Just go ahead and keep making them. You don't have to add any more skill points in. And as you can see, like, we're over 100 at this point. And that's with the level 5. So back when we were at 20 instead of 25, and when we went up to the next level and used 35 instead of 30, and it still took less, even though going up a level. You see how dramatic of a difference that is using the even level and the odd level recipes. So we're almost done here. We're gonna see how much all this crap we made sells for. It's not gonna come close to what the mats are worth, but that wasn't the point. And last one. Achievements. There it is. No big deal, only took a few minutes. Got a merchant right here.
My food.
Just dump this trash. Not bad, about $1,200. Oh, let me take that back. That's my real food. Okay, about 1,100. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys.